as you can see, this is the Shukra Yantra, and this is all handmade with Ashwagandha on a board using a special black ink. And these are all the Sanskrit texts from the Vedic and the Tantric text, and also, the symbols and numerological symbols and Navagraha symbols. In the bottom two left and right corner are the Navagraha Shanti symbols. Very, very rare. Very, very rare, because these not only have words, but also numbers. And if you see these three symbols, these are the three.
I've got an option to zoom it. I'm zooming it up. Yeah, now it is zoomed up. You can explain it, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, these three symbols are the nakshatra symbols that would help the nakshatra that is helping the lady for her health.
Right.
And this is a life-saving, this kind of yantra becomes a lifesaver. So there are few things that you need to do about this yantra. You cannot frame it. You have to keep it in your puja sthan or a very pious place. And of course, whenever you light an incense stick, the smoke has to go in. And slowly, a very unique thing would happen. That generally happens with this kind of potent yantra. The color of the ashwagandha starts changing.
Okay.
It would either become red or it would become a little darker or a little blacker. If that happens, the yantra starts working.
Right. As we can see on the number, it is dark red, and on the other side, it is yellowish color. There are different colors of yellow actually.
Yes, these are different colors. These are using by ashwagandha, layering of ashwagandha, according to the need of the yantra areas, because again these yantra has east, west, north, south, just like the vastu.
Okay.
So that yantra needs to be, and all these Sanskrit text has to be taken out according to the ailment that person is suffering. So this is one of the. I am stopping the sharing. So this becomes one of the potent areas where this lady, was suffering in Venus. A lot of ladies, bloody woman problem and so on and so forth. So this yantra is the only way I could get her to start to activate a remedy fast. Because as I said, if Venus is in 8th house, Rahu in 8th house, and 10th gets afflicted, that chart becomes blind. That is also called Andha chart or the blind chart. Okay,
sir, there is one thing. I would like to add over here, which is lot of people, they have misconcepted Sanjay Dutt's chart, and we were talking about his chart. The 8th house owner, the 8th house is empty in his chart, but the owner of the 8th house is Venus.
Okay. So this is where his problem starts, and this is where problem. So as I was saying, if the owner of the 8th house may be somewhere else, but if any planet comes into 8th house,
and sir, as you mentioned, it is conjuncted in the 10th house also. So he had so many events which were started and ended. And 4th house, the house is connected with mother, so it heavily affected the mother also.
Yes. What will it start? It will start from 4th house. It will end in 10th house. If you have too much planet in 10th house, then obviously his money part is taken care of. We know that. Basically, again, a quick norm from Lal Kitab itself is which is even mentioned in the Parashari, is any house that is empty is weak. So Lal Kitab actually has a complete set of rules and regulations in empty houses, on which, and his aspect theory is also reversed than Parashari, which is again very, very practical when it comes to remedy. He says the houses aspect planets, not the other way around. We have the planets, Parashari, where planets actually aspect 7, 8, 7, 8, 4, whatever, Mars and Jupiter, special aspect, 7 is normal aspect, so on and so forth. But here, the house attract the aspects, it's not the other way around. So, if 10th house has so many planets, That's why then Sanjay ji would be having a lot of turmoils in his life. You know, he will start something, he'll end something, start something, end something. And 10th house is connected with whoever planets are connected with 10th house will get that situation. If it has Surya, then it will have a lot of problem with the government, and he can go to jail or he can be incarcerated, blah blah blah. If it has a planet with Venus or a Mars, he can have problems in marital life, so on and so forth. So this is where the red book comes handy when it comes to red book. The problem is Parashari and numerology and tarot and everything and KP. They don't talk about remedies. And remedy is the key of astrology. Astrology will not survive. It will only be a very nonsensical science if we cannot solution. It's just like a doctor going to a doctor. He says, "Okay, you got a fractured leg, and I can't do anything about it. Suffer." So if that happens, astrology is not going to survive. But red book is the only way where, although there are a lot of misconceptions, there are people who are actually calling it fraud book. There are people calling it fraud book. It's a fraud. I understand that why are they calling? Because there are certain norms in red book which are quite old. For example, if you have a moon in 6, don't give water to anybody. Now, what has happened? Try to understand in the context. Even Parashari also has a lot of things like this. Rajyog itself. How many Rajyog you have in birth charts, and how many Rajas do you see around? Just tell me. How many? Every second guy would have a Rajyog in his birth chart, and hardly you would see any Rajas. People are making me bikaris day by day. Rajas तो वही गिने चुने है ना इंडिया में, वही 4-5 लोग, अडानी, अंबानी, टाटा वगैरह वगैरह, वही है जो भी है। बाकी के तो इसका मतलब क्या बाकी के लोगों में राजयोग नहीं लगा हुआ? तो वो थोड़ा कॉन्टेक्स्ट से देखना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, चंद्रमा 6th हाउस में है तो हमको पानी नहीं देना है। इसका जरा पुराने टाइम पे देख लेते हैं कि पानी, स्वच्छ पानी, साफ पानी बहुत मुश्किल से अवेलेबल होता था।
जी sir, one more thing. This is very rarely understood about this, and
Right.
very few people will give the remedy when they see about this. And this is the beauty. I really respect you a lot about this, sir. You are giving the remedies very freely. Very few people talk about this remedy. A person who has the moon in the 6th house, he is not supposed to drink milk in the night, and and he is not supposed to give water.
Yes. The
If
6th house
Michael
very,
Jackson,
very right.
if Michael Jackson would have taken care of this,
Pardon?
because he has a Kendram dosh. His moon, I'm not sure in 6th house or not, but he has a Kendram dosh. And for Kendram dosh also, it is the same remedy.
Yeah. Kemadrum also has the same remedy. But the thing is, so that is why I'm trying to say that Lal Kitab is a lot of remedial actions. Now, Lal Kitab is a unique concept which I want to establish.
Sir, one more thing. Are you going to conduct the Lal Kitab courses also?
Yes, I'm thinking of conducting Lal Kitab courses targeted in remedies. I don't want to go into predictions. Okay, because everybody is doing that. And it's no big deal, prediction. I want to target and I want to make people, understand the things about the remedial part of the Lal Kitab so that they can help themselves. I'm not asking them to go around in the world, trying to help everybody. If they want, they can do it. If they want to become great astrologers and great healers, most welcome. So I want to establish Lal Kitab course. This course, it will be a very short-term, quick course. Not as short-term as 1 week, 2 weeks. It will be at least 4 weeks course, a month or so, in which I'm going to talk about the remedial part, remedial technology of Lal Kitab. Not only Lal Kitab but also Vedic. Lal Kitab is nothing but Vedic areas taken this and that little bit upar niche kiya
Sir,
hua hai.
also Lal Kitab you have been saying it as Ravan Samhita rather than Lal Kitab, because when we say Lal Kitab, people have got a different misconception of it being coming from Persia.
Yes, that's true. Actually, what happens is there's a big misconception of the Lal Kitab. There are several schools of thoughts. One school of thought says Lal Kitab is nothing but the Ravan Samhita's shorter version. The other school of thought is somebody called Roop Lal, who have written the Lal Kitab and used to wrap it in a red cloth and every Lal Kitab needs to be wrapped in a red cloth. And it was published in Lahore pre-independence. So it was very popular in the Punjab belt. They used to call Teva. Lal Kitab's chart, it was called as Teva. Chart and Teva is same. So the Teva was very popular in Punjab area. And some say it had come from Persia. So where it had gone from Persia, it had all gone from India itself, because India is the father of astrology. Okay, that is the set norms. Now, associating Ravan Samhita and Lal Kitab, one of my gurus has, have told me this. Lal Kitab is nothing but a short version of Ravan Samhita, because Ravan Samhita is also a lot of remedial actions rather than predictions. Because Ravan was a very practical person, very practical person, and he believed that the illness and यानी जो लोगों के कष्टों को दूर करना ज्यादा जरूरी है बड़ी बड़ी बातें करने से. तो हम तो आसपास के एस्ट्रोलॉजर और यूट्यूब में सब बड़ी बड़ी बातें सुनते हैं, लेकिन लोगों का कष्ट जो दूर करने के लिए कोई टेक्नोलॉजी कोई कोर्स अभी तक बना नहीं. So this is the Lal Kitab course that I am trying to come up with. I am sure if anybody is interested, please contact me, because both of us will be conducting this course. He will be taking care of certain aspects. I will be taking care of certain aspects. This course is basically the remedy, and we encourage you to first apply it in your own life. आप अपने आप को ठीक करिए, अपने आप को पावरफुल बनाइए, फिर आगे आप लोगों को इंस्पायर भी कर सकते हैं. तो लाल किताब में मैं दो और चीजों के बारे में बात करना चाहूंगा. लाल किताब में जो की यूनिक बनाती है, एक है नकली ग्रह. दिस इज अ वेरी यूनिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ लाल किताब.